Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to TruthWave. Welcome to our sunrise session for December 3rd, 2024. So if that date does not sound remotely familiar to you, you may have something else to consider at this time in space. Awesome. Thank you so much for coming by and getting your sunrise dose of metazen, because our metazen is the best medicine. And so I appreciate that. Thank you for coming to my space. If my music sounds a little bit louder for this session, my program for some reason decided to mute all of my music across all of my scenes. So fortunately, I discovered that beforehand. It must have been something from last night. Hey, let me give a couple shout outs real quick. Welcome. Hey, the Bath Crew's here in the AM. That's awesome. Welcome, Serena. Oh, and Serena, I know you're a big fan of the rocket launches that happen frequently. So there is a rocket launch scheduled for this afternoon, unless it's been bumped. Let's see. All right. Well, I'm not going to mess with this music right now. It just comes a little bit loud across my end. So hopefully it's not blasting you out. Who else? Who else is here? We have a few lurkers, of course. That's okay. We have Lady Ryder. Hey, happy sunrise to you too. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the rocket launches and everything, and we should have one this afternoon/evening. So if you are into that sort of thing, you can check Spaceflight Now. I think it's spaceflightnow.com if you want the specific times, and I'll share them with you. Hey, if you missed last night, we had a good discussion. We had Amanda Kelly on the show again, and she brings so much awesome light and energy for one. So that's a good side right there for any time she visits. However, we had a decent discussion. We're probably going to talk about a little bit more about authenticity and love. And I'm not sure. I mentioned last night that it was a new study, and I don't think the more I look into it, I'm actually looking for the study. So if any of you have the link to it or find it, keep in mind I haven't looked really, really hard yet. Just kind of scratching the surface of the surface, as we spoke about last night. However, that being said, I look forward to diving into this more, and my current understanding or interpretation of this is I think love and authenticity, of course, like everything in this meditation, all of our different nodes, they all tie into each other, of course. However, speaking of energy, let me send out our sunrise. Doggone it. I'm really trying to find an alternative word for that. Just try to use sunrise or rising. All right. And take the morning out of the beginning of my day. So, granted, it's like any other words that we use that have been normalized, and there's some word I came across, and one of the other takes, one of our other friends of the channel brought up the fact that, are they trying to rename, say that love is not the most powerful thing, because that's what we're taught, and we all know how powerful love can be, both agape and romantic, and is it an effort to rename something that's so important to people, or to diminish love, saying, oh, authenticity is far more important? Well, my current, not really, I don't have a stance, because that sounds very staunch, having a stance on it. I think where I am right now is I think it's peas and carrots. I think authenticity is different. It's a different animal than love. And I think authenticity is a byproduct of love. There you go. And also of truth. Because if I was to classify it right now in any of these areas that we utilize throughout this meditation, I would say, wow, that is really loud. That is very, very loud on my end. Let's see if we can adjust that just a bit, just a hint of sound. How about that? Just a hint. It might be a little bit better. I'll have to mess with this offline instead of putting your ears through this, especially if you're listening via a headset or something. All right, so I'm sending out one of these energies. And if you're new here, we practice these types of energies each time we meet. We meet twice a day. So We practice these, and I'm sending one of them right now. And we practice these because these are the exact energies we utilize during the meditation. So I'm sending one of these right now. What's the symbol look like? All right. What's the symbol look like? What's it feel like? And what's it smell like? Ah, that's interesting. And yes, and one of the first steps, if you're new here, is we will begin the meditation at the top of the hour, hence the scrolling bar, the Chiron or whatever it's called, the scroll at the bottom. All right. We will begin at the top of the hour. It's on about 6 minutes. But in the meantime, I'm sending one of these energies, so just quiet yourself for a moment. If you're driving, maybe keep your eyes open. Just get in a receiving mode. And which of these energies, what does it feel like? And what does it smell like? There you go. Sit with it. What does this symbol look like that I'm sending to you right now? That's interesting to think about. Yeah. Okay. So I'm sending this energy some more. So I love finding things like this whole, doggone it. I'm going to have to mute that a little bit. Oh, wow. That's awesome, Serena. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah. See, I actually, I wasn't able to clear that up last night, but I had a good friend of mine get me a copy, unbeknownst to myself. So I'm going to start on it. I will probably start on it sometime today when I have a few minutes here and there. I will probably dig into it. And she spoke last night. Amanda spoke last night about chapter 2. So I'm looking forward to that. And of course, I'm going to read get into the part. I'll go study page 46, which is, what do I do with it? Oh, it's back here. Page 46 has and you may make a mental note of this, but page 46 has the chart on it, the consciousness chart. And we've used a consciousness chart on this channel before, or is it levels of consciousness? And like I said last time I showed that, I guess I could show it right now. But last time I utilized that levels of consciousness chart, it was really interesting, spawned some good discussion. But I don't think we necessarily, throughout any given day, I don't think we're on some kind of mean. Well, we may be on some kind of mean in the consciousness level, but I think we dip up and we dip down throughout our day. And I think it's getting, put it in kind of a statistical term, is getting your average deviation is tightening that up. So that way we're having a more neutral experience instead of like dipping way down into the dark or dipping way up or having that spike way up. I see that's another realm for some discussion. Is it better to stay on a median line? And I think that resonates with me a lot more than constantly doing a roller coaster, whipping down into the low and then whipping way up into the light. And excuse me. Sorry, I didn't mean to blow out your ears. And dipping down into the dark and back up into the light. I think what suits me is staying on that median line of energy. And of course, you're going to have spikes, but perhaps you'll have spikes and dips that are far more, how can I say this? Far more, is that the right word? Reasonable? Can I say that? Reasonable? That's another avenue. That's one thing I love about this journey. There's always questions. And I think it's paramount to always ask those questions instead of some people will say, well, if you don't stand for anything, then you could possibly believe anything, kind of like you're a sucker. Well, I look at it this way: is I keep myself open to anything that helps me get to my answers, to get to things that are helping me evolve as a human, helping my energetic understanding. All right. So it's asking those questions. I think that's one of the great things. And I think some people stop asking. They think, okay, well, this is an absolute. What I believe in and is absolutely the situation cut and dry. Well, I might have a little bit different belief. And you know what? I'm going to take their belief into consideration. And I think that's a lot of a lot of us have been so closed off. Oh, and this spans all across our country and across the world because we've been so divided by so many things that really, when it comes down to it, don't matter. They don't matter other than us having some opinion on some issue that's been made an issue by people that simply want to control us. And there's the big word. There's the big word. All right, let's get over to our meditation room where the music is actually still working, it seems, correctly. All right, let's get comfortable. Let's get our eyes closed. We'll be starting here in a few moments. You'll hear a loud sound as I clear our energy. And I'll put up some protection. Get this medicine flowing. Yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate you supporting our guest, Serena, with your book purchase. That's awesome. That's awesome, and I can't wait to dive into it and go write a freaking awesome review for my friend Amanda. There you go. All right, so let's get our eyes closed. I'm going to go ahead and clear our energy. Archangel Michael and Spirit Guides, please put a sphere of love and light around each and every one of us, and only let that which serves our higher good enter. So it is. Once again, we find ourselves floating above our beautiful planet. We look down and we notice a wonderful red sheen of energy covering our planet. You quickly realize that is from our previous session. That's from our sunrise session yesterday and our sunset session. That red energy represents that day's energy, an energy that we are about to renew in a few moments. Now look right at the northern pole of our planet. You'll see Mother Gaia node with her feet firmly planted in the soil. Bring your gaze up about 30 feet and you'll see our golden pyramid. Our golden three-sided pyramid with a curious diamond cap. Within that golden pyramid resides the love node. The love node wraps up all of this wonderful intention that we send in throughout the meditation and pushes it up into the diamond cap, the collector of our energy. It's a temporary collector of our intention before we send it down to all the beings, all the flora and fauna on our planet below. I ask each and every one of you to see this in your mind's eye and make this the most beautiful of experiences. Be present with this, and you will feel this energy over time, depending on your current status and your current understanding of energy. Now look at the three horizontal points of our golden pyramid, and you'll see peace, joy, and truth. Now look up right above our diamond cap, and you'll see Father Sky node, who represents that celestial ether energy that's all around us. Just like Mother Gaia has her energy, which is our grounded earth energy. Father Sky has the celestial ether energy that's all around us. Now, look all around you. Look all around you right now, and you'll see a golden translucent sphere that encapsulates all of us. This represents our unity consciousness sphere. Excuse me. This not only powers us, but protects us because it is made up of us. This is where all of our consciousnesses reside. Very good. Now let's look down into our light bodies, down into our heart space. Look in your heart space and you'll see a spark of healing, bright white light. A spark we are about to feed, my friends. Let's get in our hand circle now. Let's just reach out to all the beings here. Reach out to all of them and connect our energies right now. Let's get in our hand circle. So we're standing in a large circle holding each other's hands, looking around, looking at all the smiling faces, looking back at us. Stretch that mouth to your ears, as our friend Laura would say. Stretch your mouth to your ears and put that smile on your face, and immediately you'll begin to feel joy come into your body. Very good. Now let's take 3 nice deep breaths to facilitate some energy coming into our spark. Very good. Now let's look into our heart space once again. What was once a small spark of light has grown into a very large ball. A ball that is slowly spinning to the right and getting larger and larger as each second passes. Larger, engulfing your body in this wonderful healing, cleansing, bright white light. It's up to your shoulders and down to your knees. And at this time, you feel and see a tube appear in your back. A tube, a transparent tube, grows out until it pierces the unity consciousness sphere. And out of this tube, you begin seeing dark green material. This dark green material represents all of the dis-ease in your body. It represents any hate you may be holding on to, any dislike, discomfort, anxiety, fear. Anything that's not serving your higher good is now being flushed out, being cleansed out of your being. And not only being cleansed, but healed. Just let this light do its thing. Let it heal your body. Let it cleanse your body. And look at all of this dark green muck and gunk. Just flow down that tube. Flow down until it exits. Exits into the other side of the unity consciousness sphere. Very good. You notice this tube is growing clearer and clearer as each second passes. Clearer and clearer. Getting brighter and brighter. And now it is nearly running clear. A couple more seconds. Let it flow. And now you've been completely cleansed and healed of all that dark green material. It is all now deposited on the other side of our unity consciousness sphere. Go ahead and collapse that transparent tube. Now look over your shoulder at that glob of muck and gunk that we removed. Now see it break into a fine mist and shoot off into infinity in every direction other than the direction we are in. See it shoot off, never to infect or infest another being ever again. So it is. Now let's come back to our light bodies, get in our hand circle. Now look around. When you could see previously all the smiling faces, now you only see us in our true light, in our light bodies. Sit in the beauty of this for a moment, my friends. Look around and see all the beauty of everyone's true nature. This wonderful light. You see the outlines of all these beautiful friends of ours here, bringing their wonderful intention of love, peace, and joy, of truth, of unity. Just let this energy flow through our bodies. It's coming in our right hand and swirling around inside of us and exiting the left. Very good. Now that we're all connected, let's connect to all of the nodes. I'm connecting to Unity Consciousness node. Just reach out to the node as I say them aloud. I'm connecting to Father Sky, and this is the node I will be on throughout this session. I'm connecting to Mother Gaia, connecting to peace, to joy, to truth, and finally connecting to love. Very good. Now let's begin pushing our intention, both nodal, push your nodal intention and your personal intention into the golden pyramid. And almost immediately we see that diamond cap grow brighter and brighter orange. Yes, you can see it through your closed eyes, growing brighter and brighter orange as each second passes, as our intention flows into this golden pyramid. And those on the love node are wrapping up this intention in love and sending it up, charging that diamond cap. On the count of pulse, we'll send our first renewing wave of energy, of intention for our planet, for all of us. On the count of pulse, 1, 2, deep breath, pulse. Send this energy that's in our diamond cap, send it down with me, my friends. Send it down every side of the golden pyramid, coming down, fully encapsulating Mother Gaia node and spreading in every direction, spreading and overtaking our previous red energy, from yesterday, overtaking this energy and adding it to itself. Adding it to itself as it spreads down to the equator. Passes the equator and comes down around the southern side of our planet. See this beautiful truth wave of orange intention, of love, of peace, of joy, of unity. Come down and fully encapsulate our planet and begin working its way back up to the northern hemisphere. And now it's arriving to the feet of Mother Gaia node. Or ask everyone on this node to please push this excess energy up into the golden pyramid. And almost immediately we begin to see that diamond cap growing brighter and brighter orange immediately. Let's jump in our hand circle once again. Look around. Just be present for a couple moments with all of our friends here. Just be present and let this energy flow. Now let's quickly reaffirm our connection to all of the nodes. Just go through them in your mind. If you need to take a quick peek at the screen, they're all listed there. Very good. Let's begin pushing our nodal and personal intention into the golden pyramid. If you're not ready to be on a node, that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. Just push your personal intention. Push your personal positive intention. There we go. You may feel this energy in your hands, in your face, down your spine. Very good. Let's push this wonderful intention. On the count of pulse, we'll send down our second wave. 1, 2, deep breath. Pulse. Flowing down every side of our golden pyramid, fully engulfing Mother Gaia node and those on this node, and spreading in every direction. Our wonderful intention, our orange wave, our orange truth wave of love, of peace, of joy, of calm, of unity, spreads in every direction. Now is the time that we stop and think for a moment. Know this in your minds and in your hearts, my friends, that every one of these waves, every one of these waves of energy, of intention we send out, helps thousands and thousands of our fellow beings find the light. We simply make our energy available to everyone on the planet, so when they have that moment of awakening, that moment of joy, that moment of love, of peace, that we are there to help them. We are there to help assist them in their transformation into a being that lives by the principles that we love. And now this wave is coming down and crossing over itself with the knowledge that thousands and thousands more are experiencing this. This is why the global vibration is increasing each day. Each day we come and participate in this activity. We're sending out that wonderful vibration-raising energy. All they have to do is simply look for it, and it's right there. It's right there beside them, right in front of them, all around them. And now this wave is coming to the feet of Mother Gaia node, where I ask all of you once again to send this excess energy up into the golden pyramid above. Very good. Let's get in our hand circle once again. Look around. Just sit for a moment with all of our beautiful light beings, seeing everyone in their purest of forms. Once again, this reiterates that we are more alike than unalike. We are far more alike. Be alike with us. Be alike with everyone you meet. Now let's reach out. As I say each of the nodes, reach out and reaffirm your connection with each one. Unity consciousness, Mother Gaia, Father Sky, truth, peace, joy, and love. Very good. Let's push our intention for our third and final wave of this session. Very good. We always make our third and final wave the strongest as it will persist until we come back and renew our intention for the planet, for ourselves, for all the flora and fauna on the planet, that they may benefit as well. On the count of pulse, we'll send our third and final wave. 1, 2, deep breath. Pulse. Flowing down from our golden pyramid, fully engulfing those on Mother Gaia node and the node, and spreading in every direction down the planet's surface, down the northern hemisphere, working its way to the equator. This time you notice a difference. You see that we're leaving an orange pixie dust trail of intention, of energy behind as our wave goes down the southern hemisphere and crosses over itself, leaving this beautiful pixie dust trail of orange energy that is now getting thicker as our wave comes back up, spreading even more and more of our intention as it comes up past the equator and arrives to the feet of Mother Gaia node. I ask all of you on this node to store some of this excess energy in your sacral chakra for your personal use later, and then to send the rest of this excess energy up to all the node holders and participants above so that they may do the same. Very good. Let's put our arms across our chest. Give ourselves a big squeeze on the shoulders. Very good. Just sit with yourself for a moment. Good self-full love. Just do this. For some of us, this is the only embrace that we receive each day, so make it a good one. Make it a good one. Feel that awesome touch. An awesome love that you're sending yourself. Very good. Now let's take 3 nice deep breaths. And on the third exhale, we'll release this wonderful hug that we're giving ourselves. Release. Very good. Now let's begin wiggling our fingers and our toes. Move our bodies around a little bit. Move your neck. Very good. Very good. And start to come back. Start to come back to your body. Here it comes. When you're ready, open your eyes and return. Very good. Very good. Thank you. Thank you all for being here. Of course, I want to thank you once again. Oh, and if you haven't, be sure to like and subscribe if this is your first time, or follow, depending on where you're viewing, if you're on X or Rumble. I'm also on YouTube and Facebook. So just look for us on one of those places. If you'd like to support this, support the channel and everything. All right, so the energy that I sent out earlier, and yes, I realize there's no sound on the screen. I've decided to mute it for a bit because I need to readjust the levels. All right, so the energy that I sent earlier is, let me make sure, yeah. Oh, shoot, sorry. Unity consciousness energy. So if you receive that energy, awesome. If you didn't, hey, keep trying. Keep trying, because this is not a sprint. All right, this is not a sprint, and it's the more you awesome lady writer. Well done. See, people are getting it. I love that, and that's one of the challenges. I guess I shouldn't say it's a challenge. Oh, and you got last night's too. 2 in a row. That's awesome. Well done, Lady Rider. That's awesome. And something you'll realize is the more you stay in your energy and work in your energy, it becomes your higher state. All right. And something that would have wiped me out 8 years ago when I got on the path is child's play. It's child's play. I can reach out to, it used to take me, I don't know, 15 minutes when I first started. It used to take me 15 minutes to connect to someone, or even if I had someone sit, of course, having someone hold out their hands in front of me is far quicker. It's a far quicker connection. However, for me to actually send energy to someone, it took a lot of concentration and focus. And now it just comes. Now it's there within seconds. And the fun thing about that is that it goes from being something that you really have to put effort into. I still put effort into it. It's just a different type of effort now. Now I'm sending so much more energy and receiving so much more energy and utilizing so much more than I did back in those days. And everything's a process. Everything in life is a process. And if you keep trying, see, because I think Lady Rider, what I know from her, she's kind of anonymous, but what I do know about her is I think she was brand new at the beginning when she first started attending. She found this really early, found the show very early on, and look where she is now. She's starting to receive energy, starting to receive information. Yeah, and if I can do it, and if she can do it, then you can do it. And that's the main thing to know. Main thing to know. I'm going to end on that note, my friends. I'm going to send each and every one of you love, peace, and joy throughout this day. We'll see you tonight for the sunset session. I may have a guest tonight, but I'll post something if that ends up happening on one of the community pages or perhaps on Facebook. All right. So until tonight, namaste, my friends. Have a wonderful day.